Hey, Llama here, and welcome back to another episode of our Scorched Earth playthrough on PVE official servers with the Xbox. So today, let's have a look. Where are we up to? Now, since the last video, I have been, as you can see, I've used the two raised wyverns that I initially raised, and I have gone and got myself a whole load of eggs. I've been grabbing eggs, I've been getting milk, and basically, I mean, you can see that all these wyverns here, all these ones down here, these have all been raising these on 1 times during the week, and then even, to be honest, if we go outside, there's more out here as well. So, and I've been going with all of the decent levels that I've found, to be honest. So I've got lightning wyverns, anything above sort of 160, and I've kept some fire wyverns, looking for some decent level fire wyverns so that we can tame a phoenix at some stage, and I've even been keeping the poison wyverns, which I don't normally bother with, but some of them, because it's the Olympic event, some of them come with some really cool colours, so and high levels, so I'm raising those as well. Anyway, so we got a whole load of stuff raising here. More water. And then over here, so these are, so if we look here, this is the best lightning wyvern HP that I've got. So it was a 190, it was a 190 egg, and it's a 7,697 HP. So what's that on? 63% imprinted. We're already almost up to 9k, which is awesome. And then over here, this is the best stamina lightning wyvern that I got. This was has 850 stamina. That one's at 72% imprinted, 47% raised. And then this one here is the highest melee one that I got, which I did not make a note of what the melee was. It's at 90% imprint and it's at 366 now. So it's not huge melee, don't get me wrong. I think it was around about 300, maybe just over 300 at birth. But the idea is, this is a female, this one's a male. I want to breed the HP and the melee together to start to get ourselves some wyverns for bosses. And then if I can add in the stamina, then that's great as well, because it'll be good for ridden ones. The ones for the bosses don't really need it. This one's already got 820. This one's got 834, so 850 is not a huge difference, to be fair. But anyway, so those are the ones that we'll be combining to get the Manticore fight done. Here, God, love this one. This is my favourite, or one of my favourite colours, this one. Fire Wyvern, which was a 170, and look at the health on that. That's pretty good. So it doesn't have huge stamina or melee, but it's okay. And I need to find, I haven't really been through all the fires, but I love the colour of this one too. It's not black and white, but it's pretty cool. And I need to find out which one is which fire wyvern is gonna have the best melee and the best stamina, because that's what we're gonna want for phoenix taming. A couple of those. But anyway, so busy on the wyvern raising front, and we're back on 2 times a weekend now. So I've got these out, they're all fed, they've all been imprinted just recently, and yeah, they're all doing okay. They'll be fully raised by the end of the 2 times weekend, and we'll have a whole crew of wyverns. Now, for the Manticore fight, I'm only going to take lightnings in. The reason why, if you didn't know, if you've got lightning wyverns, fire wyverns and poison wyverns in the fight together, your own wyverns will damage each other. So the poison wyverns will damage the fire and lightning, and vice versa. So you really want to take just one lot of wyverns in, all the same kind. Yeah. So I've got a few lightning wyverns. I don't have enough to do the gamma boss, I'm going to say. So even if I raised all these and then started breeding boss ones, I wouldn't have enough of these ones to do gamma just yet. So we're going to have to raise a whole load more, which is going to take another couple of weeks, to be honest. So even doing the gamma boss is going to take us a little bit of time, but that's okay, because we've got 3 artifact caves to do yet, and a whole load of taming some unique Scorched Earth creatures to do in between. What else did we do? Don't know. I think I mentioned we got our imprinted thyla last time, so that's this guy. So this guy's good for the big caves, or this girl, I should say. Haven't bred the thylas again since. And I've been kind of focused on the wyverns, to be honest. What are we going to do today? Well, today I've got a whole load of eggs, so because I've been collecting all the wyvern eggs, I've been picking up all the rubbish ones as well. So you can see 25, 5, 90, 20, 135, ones that I wouldn't bother hatching, yeah. And I've almost got a fridge full of them over at the little base at the scar as well. But I need bee honey to start making our extraordinary kibble. And why would we need extraordinary kibble? Well, two reasons. One is for taming thylas, because, to be honest, I've got some thylas, but I'd prefer to tame them with kibble, because the effectiveness that you lose by taming them with mutton is pretty savage. So my preference is actually going to be to try and tame some decent level ones with the proper kibble. But also, we're going to be looking at taming a rock golem at some stage, and they take extraordinary kibble as well. And the alternative for that with a rock golem is sulfur, which takes like a lifetime. So we're going to try and avoid that. So I want to get myself a bee. I've got in my... so I'm wearing ghillie, although I look like I've got the cable gear on. This is actually ghillie armor, which will help me taming the bee. I've got some kibble. Bee can tame with simple kibble, which is the green one, or it can tame with rare flowers. I do have some rare flowers, but I've got that to try and aggro the bee, because sometimes they disappear in the side of the wall, and you've got to actually get them out using rare flowers. I'm going to use a superior kibble because it'll still work. And I've got most RG eggs and prime meat jerky, so I've got all the stuff to make lots of superior kibble, so it's easier to do than simple kibble for me. And I've got a couple of sleeping bags, just in case things go badly. So I'm going to bring the wolf, because also where the bees spawn is an artifact cave, and so we may well run through that cave at the same time. So anyway, let's head over there. I'm going to grab the wolf. Now, the reason why I could take a wyvern, but I'm taking the RG because, to be honest, where we need to go and look for the bees, you're flying around sort of inside. It'll make sense when we get there, but you're flying around inside sort of like a cave-ish area, and the wyvern's just too quick, so it just darts backwards and forwards too quickly, and you have trouble seeing the bee. So the RG is nice and slow. And it'll make it a little bit easier for us to spot a bee if there is one there. Alright, so anyway, I'll bring you back when we get there, and I'll give you the coordinates of where you can find them. Okay, so we're coming up to the section that I was looking for. I'm just going to go up a bit high. It's not looking good because there's a lot of buildings around here, which worries me a little bit. But here we go. So we've got this little crevice and crack in the ground next to this mountain. There we go. So there's the map coordinates, 58.6, 49.7 of exactly where we are. And that's directly above this little crevice here, which runs the length in front of this little mountain. And there's red ob, just for a bit of context, and green ob all the way over there, blue there. So we're going to head down into this crack, and then we're going to get a bit of stamina, to be honest. So the RG's running out of stamina, so let's land down here. Now here is the artifact cave under here, and do you know what? I forget which artifact it is. It's in there. How bad's that? It's either the destroyer or the gatekeeper. I feel like it's the gatekeeper, but we'll have to see when we go through. But anyway, here is the section where the bees spawn in here. So let's just put the wolf, let's make sure he's on passive. And let's see if we can find any bees. I have to say, there's a lot of structures in here, which is not filling me with confidence, to be honest. Now this was a problem when the map dropped as well on the other server that I play on, and that is that everyone rushes to build in here because you can build in this section, and they want to be able to throw cryopods out inside the cave. But the problem is the buildings stop the bees from spawning. This is the only spot on the Scorched Earth map where you can get bees. So if you can't find them in here, you can't find them. Quite simply. So I'm going to have a fly around, have a look and see if we can find some bees. If I find any, I'll bring you back. And if I don't, then we'll just head in and do the cave. Okay, well, it's not looking good. I have a feeling that all the big bases that have been built directly above here are actually stopping things from spawning. I had a horrible feeling about that. This section, so if you look at where the entrance to the cave is down here, this section above here, they used to spawn inside, so you can see inside the rock. If you fly up against it and go into first person, you can actually see inside the rock. So effectively inside the mesh, if you want to call it that. That's where they used to spawn. Now I thought they'd patched it so that they no longer did that, and they spawned on the outside out here, which is what they should be doing. Now there are none, definitely none on the outside, and I've even been all up through here where they spawned previously, and then along here up this wall as well, and there's nothing there. So it looks like either they're not spawning at all because of people building here, or it's just a temporary thing, and maybe there's just no bees spawning here at the moment, and we'll have to come back another day. Although I have to say, the server's pretty quiet at the moment, and I would have thought that no one's really going to be hunting bees on Scorched Earth, because there's a lot of places that are easier to get them. And of course we could transfer to another map, and we could go, you know, different, either a different Scorched Earth or a different map completely, the island or the centre, and we could go and get bees. But, well, I like to play, when I do the playthroughs, I like to do them, everything I get is on that map. So, as if transfers haven't opened yet. So even though transfers are open on this map, I'm still not transferring stuff on and off. Our preference would be to get everything on the map. So if we can't find bees, we can't have kibble, is what it comes down to, unfortunately. So anyway, let's have a look at the cave instead. So this cave, and the reason why people like putting structures around here, is that this cave is actually, at that crouch point, you cannot get a thyla through there. You can get a wolf and you can get a saber. So you can see someone's got a wolf here, someone's got a megatherium here. That's obviously either been raised in here, or it's someone who can throw pods out. And then there's a couple more wolves here. Yeah. So someone's got a pack of wolves by the looks of it. You don't need it. A wolf is sufficient for this cave, to be honest. It's not a hard cave. This is, I would say, this is probably the easiest of the 3 caves that you have to do. Now, I do have a guide for this cave, which I've already done, and I'll put a link to that up the top. And we're going to run through here pretty quickly, to be honest, because, well, there's not much need in taking our time. It's a pretty quick cave to complete. Yeah, let's do it. Run through here. Gonna go past all this stuff. Like I said, most of the stuff. Oh, there's a loot crate. I didn't even know loot crates spawned here. So I don't think you'll find that in the guide. There we go. Now, really, all this stuff, the wolf should be more than capable of taking out all these things. The rock golem guy is going to be a bit of an issue. Okay. That, yeah, and the arthros are a bit of a problem because they deal damage back. So while the wolf is killing those, you watch the wolf's health go down quite a bit. Okay. I got distracted by the drop. That was the problem. We should have just run through the cave. Like I said we were going to. Anyway. And we got our mantis there. I don't want the wolf to get encumbered, so let's drop that stuff. Let's get the mantis. Another mantis. That's a cool colour, actually. And the rock golem is right next to the drop, so let's maybe plan to get that drop on the way out, shall we? I'm thinking. Alright, let's run across here. All that stuff, including the rock golem, should follow us, but he hasn't. We're going to go down here. Here's another drop. Yeah, this is a common drop spawn location, this one. We've got some bats coming for us, so we might deal with those first. Oh, they've lost interest. Wasn't that weird? Where are they going? Oh, okay. Well, for some reason, I'm not good enough for them. Alright, well, let's get the drop. Okay. A parasaur saddle and a grenade. So the grenade will come in handy for when we are looking to tame a Phaseolasuchus. And the parasaur saddle will actually come in handy because we will need to tame a parasaur so that we can find ourselves or locate ourselves a phoenix. The parasaur is pretty handy when you're phoenix hunting. Alright, here we go. Oh, more things. Okay, well, so there we go. People have got... Why have people got things out in here? Interesting, because you definitely can't get a thyla all the way through here. Thylas are just not necessary for this cave, so anything in this cave you can do with a wolf. Thylas are just a bit of overkill, to be honest. And I mean, this is our, it's an imprinted wolf, but it's not, you know, spectacular stats. It's like 4.5k. We've lost 1k health. It's got 430 or 50 melee, I can't remember which. So it is imprinted, obviously, which reduces the damage it takes and increases the damage it gives. But it's not a super wolf. It's literally the one that we tamed. We got ourselves our two our breeding pair, if you want to call it that, and we just bred them. Over to there, get over to here. We've got more stuff. You don't have to jump across there. You can. There's a bit of a way that you can just sort of drop yourself down to where the artifact, closer to where the artifact is. But to be honest, I don't mind going all the way through. You've got to watch out too before you drop all your stuff, because all these things that you kill here, you can actually get treasure maps. So if you've got the Bob's Tall Tales pack, you can get yourself some Ascendant treasure maps doing these caves, which are not to be lightly given away. Didn't bring any antidote, so I hope we don't get mega rabies. Didn't think about that. We're getting bitten, but they're just not infecting us, which is good. Alright, come on, spider. Oh, another one over there, trapped in the rock. I'm going to kill him anyway because, well, just because. Alright, let's go down next level. Okay, so we're quite close to where the artifact is now. Let's some scorpions. There's the artifact. I still can't remember which one it is. I always get the Gatekeeper and the Destroyer confused because they both glow yellow and they kind of look similar. And I forget which skin it is we get here. We get one of the skins as well. So I'm going to put my armor back on because I've taken the armor off so that I don't get it damaged by Arthro Spit, but I also don't want to die. So off comes the armor for this bit. We get the actual skin that we get is, where is it? It is the Scorched Spike skin. So we can put that on a pike, which we don't have. We got a sword. And it is the artifact of the Gatekeeper. There you go. I thought as much. Alright, that's the artifact that we've got. So there we go. We came out to get a B and we've ended up getting an artifact. That's not bad. Now I'm going to go down here. I might regret this. Another drop can spawn down here. Sometimes a red drop spawns down here. So we'll come down and have a look just to see. But there is a whole load of stuff down here that will want to kill us. And I should actually take my armor off again because, well, we haven't come across any yet. There will be Arthros. For sure. So let's do that. Don't want to lose my ghillie gear. And there may be rock golems down here too. So we'll just have to be careful. If we come across one of those, we're just going to run. Because while the wolf is going to handle this stuff quite easily, it won't handle the rock golem, or rubble golems as I think they're called. As you can see, this cave, nothing. These are not sort of like island cave level things. Oh, looks like there is a drop. So this trip may well have been worth it. Looks like we've got ourselves a red drop, which is nice. Let's drop that stuff. I'm quite excited now. Hopefully there's no rubble golem in here, because that wouldn't that ruin my day? Scorpions, more Arthros. I'm going to keep going because I don't want any of this stuff to sneak up on me while I'm off the wolf getting the drop. I'd rather get rid of it now, thank you. Not have any surprises. Alright, red drop. Sweet. This is actually the first time on Ascended I've been down here and this drop has been here. And that is incredibly underwhelming for a red drop. So let's just take stock. So we got a Parasaur saddle that was half as good as the one that we got up in the yellow drop. And we got... what else did we get? Oh, we got desert cloth pants. Not too bad. I mean, a blueprint would have been better, but they're okay, I guess. I don't know if they're red drop worthy. I'm not sure if I'd say that was an awesome outcome from a red drop. But anyway, there we go. Can't complain, even though I did. Let's keep going. Back up. Now, the artifact will respawn pretty quickly, to be fair, but there's no otters on this map, so we're not grabbing multiples. Yeah, we're just going to get one at a time, which means in order to do the 3 bosses on this map, we have to do each of these caves 3 times. This one is not an issue. Like I said, we've come through here with very average wolf. Okay, we've lost half our health and we've still got to get back out. Some would say bad sign. You can heal up while you're in here, so okay. And let's jump over like that. There we go. Nice. We can get out. If you want to take the shortcut down, you can do that. I think it's here I normally go. Yeah, so you could always jump down there, and you're halfway down to where the artifact is, to be fair. And you can sort of bypass all that other jump, but you can't get back up that way, obviously, unless you're on foot and you're using grapples. Alright, so we do have the last bit of the cave to get through. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We are on half health, but I don't anticipate that as being an issue. We'll just run through here. The only thing I really wouldn't mind getting that blue drop, to be fair. So we're going to have to work out how we're going to do that. That's a tamed one. Because I'm trying to kill a tamed scorpion. Oh, come on. Alright, so this is where that yellow drop was. I head back up here. And really, we kind of want to get that rubble golem away from the drop, I guess. There's the drop. And yes, the golem is right next to it. So let's get rid of these things. Got some bats and some spiders. Doesn't look like anything's really respawned since, to be fair. Now, I do not want to get hit, ow, like that. I didn't want that. What I was going to say was I do not want to get hit by that rock, because that is... which I did now twice. Let's try not a third time, because we are getting quite low on health now. Are you going to come up here? No, you are going to throw that rock again. Right, we're just going to run away. I want to try and kite him as far away from that blue drop as possible. If I could get him to come down here, that would be awesome. No, he's going to rock up now, isn't he? Yeah, rocking up. Okay, so now here's what we need to do. We need to run past him, like so, and then go all the way along here as far as we can, and hope that he rocks up again on without following us, because we're now all the way over here. I could actually grab that drop just while he's heading down this way, but I'm pretty sure he's going to lose interest in us. And he has. There you go. Nice. Alright. So, let's see. What have we got? Just the fact that you get a piece of stone, or 19 stone, out of a cave drop is just... it's depressing. Alright, let's go. We're going to go back the way we came. Going to try and avoid all this stuff. Oh, there's another golem. Not really in a fighting mood, to be fair. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, okay, come on. Of course, I'm webbed. Alright, back up here. Oh, didn't expect that. And of course, when we fell off, the wolf took fall damage because I couldn't jump off the wolf to minimise the damage. But I thought we were actually going to lose the wolf after saying how easy this cave was. This guy just, yeah, he doesn't really have the health pool, does he? Anyway, we made it out. That wasn't a perfectly executed cave run, but yeah, can be done with a fairly basic wolf. Maybe it shouldn't be, though, just because it can be. Alright, we have our first artifact. So, let's head back to the base. Okay, well, there we go. Now, what have we got? I'm pretty sure I've got some artifact pedestals. Yes, 7. Way more than we'll ever need. Let's head up here. Find somewhere good to put our artifacts, and I'm thinking along here. Maybe. So shall we put this one? Let's put this one in the middle. And then we can put the others on each side evenly. Like that. There we go. That'll do. Nice. And we can pop this one, the artifact of the gatekeeper, our first artifact out of the 3 that we need to do the Manticore fight. Almost certainly the easiest one to get. The other 2 caves we will use the Thyla for. This is the one cave that I would use a wolf for. And to be honest, Should you use a better wolf? Yeah, probably. Look, I wasn't too fussy about the wolves when I was taming them. I just tamed like really the first decent level wolves that came along, and obviously not everything's about levels, so you also need to consider stats, and the stats on those wolves weren't great, but you know, they were decent levels, so that was what I sort of went with. Let's just put this armor away. Yep, we've got some half decent desert cloth stuff going here. I'm sort of wearing ghillie though most of the time because it's actually a bit cooler than the desert cloth. What else have we got? The pike skin. Where are my pokey sticks? Here we go. Loads of pikes. Look at that. Cosmetics. Let's put this on this, and then we can test it out, see what it looks like. Wow, well that looks pretty cool. Not bad. So we got that one. There's, what are there? There are 3 skins, I think, for one for each of the artifacts. You get this one, you get one for the sword, which turns it into like matching the manticore armor that you can get, and then you get one for a torch, I think it is, yeah, the actual flame torch itself, but this is the one that goes with the spike. And then you get the manticore armor skins as well, so you get that when you defeat the manticore, and you get everything. I think you get like the boots, the leggings, and the chest and the gloves. I don't know, I think you might get 2 at once or something like that, but then the helmet, I'm pretty sure you have to actually defeat a deathworm, alpha deathworm, to get the helmet. So if you want the full set, you've also got to kill an alpha deathworm. Well, that's probably it for today's episode, as we enjoy the view from our sort of balcony-ish thing. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So that's it from me for today. We have 1 out of our 3 artifacts, which is some great progress to be made, and we need to start. Well, I'm gonna be continuing to raise wyverns in the background. We're going to be a little way off from getting our boss wyverns, I think, by the looks of it, because I'm going to need sort of at least 15 of them to do gamma, and you know, probably closer to the full 20 to be fair, if we're going to take on beta and alpha as well, and they're going to take a little while to raise. I mean, we are on official servers, and it's raising's a slow process, so I don't get to bump my breeding and raising rates up to, you know, 10 times. It is what it is, so I take advantage of the 2 times weekends, and I have 1 times the rest of the time, just like you guys do. So it's going to be a long road of breeding, but in the meantime we'll be looking at getting the other 2 artifacts and also taming some of the unique creatures here on the map. So looking forward to that. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm Llama, and I'm out of here.